We are back at one of our developments, and this time we're going to be showing you what roughing in looks like. So it's everything that you see behind the walls, which would be your HVAC system, your plumbing, as well as your electrical. So whenever a builder tells you they have a 126 or 1210 home warranty, the 2 years is what we're looking at now. That is actually what that warranty covers. Things that are behind the wall, such as plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. While I'm walking through this house in particular, I'm looking at two things. Making sure the trades didn't miss anything. It happens, we're all human, but also this one in particular is actually semi-custom. So this buyer made additional changes to some of the placements of outlets, lighting, and different things like that. So when I'm walking through, I'm making sure that those changes are there, as well as what the standard requirements per the city code, which would be the 2612. We'll talk a little bit more about that. So right now we're in the dining room space of this home in particular. This is the home that had a couple of the upgrades. So anything from outlets, so you'll see there's 2 additional outlets on the top. This is where the dry bar area is gonna go. They also put in additional can lights and moved over where the pendant will go in the dining room space. So what the 2612 is 2 feet. So any wall that's at least 2 feet, there has to be at least 1 outlet. Any part of the room has to be within 6 feet of an outlet, and then on a long wall, such as a living room or a bedroom, there has to be an outlet every 12 feet. So that's really what we're looking at when we're coming around. So what we're checking in here in the kitchen is all the plumbing. So that includes the gas and water. We just want to make sure that it's labeled correctly, it's in the right spots. It also has the correct angles for perfect drain flow. Last thing we ever want is water coming into your home. One of the other things that I'm looking at is the duct work. That includes placement. Is it touching? That's something that we see in almost all of our inspection reports. It doesn't matter which builder you go with. We want to correct that as soon as possible. Also where the vent placement is. So we want to make sure that's great for even flow throughout the home. It helps take care of the home as well. So one of the places that we see the most correction needed is going to be actually in the attic space. And that's just because there's so many ducts running around that it's hard to make it so they can run around in such a small space and not actually touch anything. I know the roughing in part is not the most beautiful part of new construction, but it's definitely one of the most important parts. So whether you're a buyer or a builder, it's always great to have an agent on your side that can give you extra eyes to make sure it's done correctly.